So, like I said, we're going to spend about 20 minutes doing Choong-Moo today. So we'll have them in sort of rounds of 4 minutes, doing like little batches of the technique. What was I going to say? If you haven't done this pattern before, obviously don't worry if you get mixed up. I'll try and do it sort of forwards and backwards so you can see it from different angles. And because we haven't really done a warm-up or anything, don't worry about kicking high, even though we have a high turning kick later on. And depending on how much space you have, you might not be able to do the jumping kick or the flying kick at all. So you might just get like a step and kind of pretend to do that kick just to stay on the safe side. Okay, so we're going to start with moves 1 to 4 on Choong-Moo. So our first move is twin knife hand blocks. So I'll be in Jumbi, I'll be going to my left, so I'll put the weight onto my right leg, cross the hands, knuckles out. Nuhara will remember this starting position. I'll have my right hand further forward, left hand will be closer to me, and then boom, I'll land into this position here. I want my knife hand above my head, hand slightly higher than the elbow, and fingertips at shoulder height for this hand. So again, I'll show you from the other direction so you know which way you're going. Down, up, down. Yeah, so we're going to the left. Just practice that a few times. And then again, just keep an eye on those starting positions. Remember, you want the right hand coming to the outside because the right hand's going to do the rising block. And the next technique is a front block or an inward front block using the knife hand. This is a high technique as well, so it's going to be coming in nice and high to the eye line. So 1, and then I'm going to aim my left hand forward. That's just my reaction hand. So I aim here while taking this hand out to the side, not right behind me, out to the side, and then it'll strike inwards while this hand comes back in front of my head. So this is just my reaction hand. Okay, and the reason it comes in front of the face is to stop you from over-rotating. So again, I'll practice this way. So 1 and 2. Yeah, practice several times. 1, aim, and pull this hand back as this one comes forward. The next technique to add on is just knife hand guardian block. So I've gone to my left, twin knife hand block, staying on the left for the high strike, and then I'm going to keep my hands on this side of my body as I rotate. I'm going to do a normal sort of Choong-Moo turn, that sort of 180 turn. Keep the hands on this side, raise them up, and drop it into L stance guardian block. Yeah, that was extended a little bit too far. Shoulder height here, and second hand tucked into the chest. So you get started whenever you're ready. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Keep practicing in your own time. Let me have a little look, see how you're getting on. Yeah, Grace has got that nicely. Well done, Nuha. Doing a good job, Ralph, because I know you haven't done this one before. 1, 2. Alright, and then the final move of that sequence is a flat fingertip thrust. So I'm here, I've gone 1, I've gone 2, I've come round, 3, aim with the right, and thrust with the left. So this is the left hand at the end there. This is full facing, make sure it's on the centre line. As usual, if you need to shorten your stances so you can fit them in, that's understandable. If you can do proper stances, then do the proper stances. So when you've done this knife hand guardian block, do reach out so that you get a good amount of reaction force. You can really pull that hand back, generate lots of power. Good amount of power, Ralph, but where did the stance go? Alright, let's pause for a second. and show me those first 4 moves before we move on to the next section. So let's see what we're dealing with. Good start, Nuha. Yeah. Yes, well done. Yeah, Ralph, even if you haven't got enough space to do your stances properly, still try and get that heel down onto the floor so we don't get bad habits like heels up there. Nuha, that was looking good. For Grace, everything looked kind of tight in a little bit. I would just relax those arms out a little bit further if you've got the space to do so. Obviously don't worry if you haven't. If you're dealing with walls and things, better to hold them in. Alright, what we're on to now. Moves 5 to 8. Okay, so we were in flat fingertip thrust with the left. So we're going to go to the front of the training hall. Imagine you're at class. Going to the front, knife hand guard and block with the left leg. Yeah, so I've gone 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 5, knife hand guard and block. So what we're going to do here is take the hands back into that knife hand guard and block. So you can practice either all 5 moves or just work on that for a little bit. If you want to make it look like you've got a bit more power, hold the hands back till the last second, so when your feet are almost in position, the hands whip round at the last moment, yeah, to catch up. Okay, and then our next technique, remember we're facing the front of the hall here, and if I turn sideways it might give you a better idea. So the front's over there. I'm going to keep my hands on this side of my body and I'm going to push my weight onto my left leg. These hands will come up and I'll transfer the weight for a bending ready stance. So I was here, up, hands up and drop. Make sure we bend this knee here. Yeah. I was just checking my notes on the wall there. The angle of your knee is 45 degrees. So if I was over here, I bring my knee up. It's pointing over to the corner, yeah? Boom, about here for the camera, yeah? So not straight forward. That's it, looking nice. And remember the clues in the name, bending ready stance, we need to bend the standing leg. It's not straight up. So here. If you want to, you can put it into that whole section, so all the way through. What have we got next? And if you're wondering, obviously the side kick's coming next. So we've done the knife hand guard and block. Bending ready stance, we're bending, my knees point to 45 degrees, but my kick's going to come straight out in front here. Boom, hold it for a split second, and then we land knife hand guard and block to the front again. Yeah. So I was here, to the back, kick, to the front, yeah? Try and get a nice sort of relaxed sine wave, don't force it too much. And remember, don't worry if your kicks are low, we haven't warmed up, we haven't stretched. Looking good. And we've still got about 1:20 on this section, so you can now maybe put the full pattern together. So we had 1, 2, 3, keep the hands over here, 4, aim, to the front for 5, to the back, remember to bend, side kick, punch with the kick, and knife hand guard and block to the front again. Let me see, still over a minute. That's it, keep working, Nuha, good. Remember, take your time, we're not in a rush here. Good, I like that, Grace, that looked nice. Alright, let's fit one more in and then we'll get a drink of water. So 1, aim, hands on this side, aim, full facing, to the front, to the back, oh, wobbling, to kick, and And easy sine wave relaxing into that knife hand garden block. Alright, well done. Get a sip of water if you need it. So, don't worry if you haven't got a lot of space. The next section is just the flying side kick, so side piercing kick, move number 9. So we have gone, remember we were here, number 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I'll come on a bit of an angle, see if I can squeeze the kick in here a little bit. I'm going to take a step with the right, so my right leg's going to step forward. I don't want to take too big of a step anyway, because I don't want my energy going forward, I want my energy going up. Here, so think about long jumpers take big steps as they get near to the sandbox, but high jumpers as they get near to the bar, they take slightly smaller steps because I want my weight underneath. So I'm going to take one step with the right, lift the left, and kick with the right. Then I will land in my fan guardian block. So again, I was over here, do it on an angle, 1, 2, 3. I land with this leg behind me, so remember I've kicked with the right, and I put it in front to face the opposite direction. Step right, lift, flying side kick, and land. Okay, so we've got about 3 minutes to work on that. Do it just as that section, and then do it as the whole thing. Yeah, if you really don't have room, don't worry, just keep working on what we've had so far. Yeah. See how far into the corner I can get. Looking good, well done guys. Very nice. So in an ideal world, we want to jump as high as we can and we want to kick at hip height. Remember our hips will be up here. Yeah. We want to land on one leg, so we've done the kick and we've rechambered as we land. But again, this is an ideal world. We'll have had a big warm up, we'll have had a nice stretch, we won't have any injuries. But keep trying, about another minute and a half. That was a very nicely placed side kick, Grace. Very good. Well done there. So Ralph, if I could give you one bit of advice for your kick. Obviously I have my left leg in front here as I'm getting ready to kick. And I want to become sort of full facing as I bring my right leg in front. And then I need this right hip to come all the way around. So my body is completely changed from this way to this way as I complete the kick. And so get that hip right the way to the front. Yeah. Don't hold the hip back, let that hip come in front. Yes, yes, you got what I meant, well done. 20 seconds, let's see if we can do that pattern again. Take on a sip of water if you need to, and we'll add on our final section. But we'll try and get another 8 moves on because we haven't got any jumps here. Okay, so I've done my flying side kick. Here, boom. Knife hand garden block. So I've landed knife hand garden block after that flying side kick. I'm going to come round, low block with the left hand in L stance. So I was here, round I come, Remember, this is back to back. Yeah, so let's get started on that one. If you want to do the flying side kick first, go for it. Right kick, land, round, low block. Yeah. So I was kicking here, right leg lands, knife hand guarding block, rotate, low block in L stance. One or two more of those. Good, good, good. And it's that back-to-back starting position. We should all know that one. Alright, so from this L stance, we're going to shift to walking stance, which means we have to slide in, slide back out. Feet don't come together, just a little slide, yeah? Halfway in. Slides in, and then make sure those back toes turn, so they're pointing to the front, and we're grabbing around the back of the head. So sometimes when I see people practicing this, they've got their hands like this, like they're trying to choke around the head. Thumbs need to be tucked in. Imagine you're going round the back. Yeah, we're not going to the neck. Okay. So here, and here. Okay, knee strike, well, upward kick. Okay, so upward kick using the knee, bring the hands to the chest so that the knee is driving into the stomach. Foot to foot, I need a bit more space, so I put my right foot next to the left foot, I rotate, this is my reaction hand, this one strikes. Okay, so it's an inward strike, it'll come this way. Yeah, onto the centre line. So I've blocked with the left. Shift to walking stance. Knee with the right, turn anti-clockwise, and I'm going to strike with the right here. Yeah, has everyone got that? Good, onto the centre line. Full facing, make sure you don't over-rotate. That's why the reaction hand's coming this way. Ooh, if we brought the reaction hand here, we'd completely miss the line. Okay, last few moves. Well, last few moves we can do today. High turning kick with the right leg to 45 degrees. So make sure you've got enough space. Out we go here. Yeah. Then the feet come together. Yeah, so my right foot's going next to my left foot. So I was here, kick to the corner, without falling over, put the feet together, continue to turn, back piercing kick with the left leg. Difficult to do this one if you haven't got a lot of space, it takes up loads of space. Right, turning kick, together, over the shoulder, back piercing kick. Now when you've kicked with that right leg, so we've done the back piercing kick here, the foot goes in front of us, but we'll be looking that way, guarding block. Yeah. So we were here, we do the right leg, we do the left leg back kick if you can fit it in. We do a guarding block, right leg in front, and then we just add on a middle turning kick here, which feels very nice after doing high turning kicks in Parang and this pattern. Try and squeeze them in where you can. High kick, middle, guarding block, left kick. That's it. And Nuha, can you remember what's next? Yeah, she does. We've got U-shape block to the back. Yeah. Go on, Nuha, squeeze it in. You know the jump. Yay! Well done. All right, good work, guys. That will, what time are we on? Yeah, that'll do us for now, so I'll take 8 minutes to get some water in that. I'll finish up the prep for Poen, so if you want to come back and do the black belt pattern, I'll see you then, or I might see you for little lines, if you fancy little lines. Alright, attention stance. Kyungay, awesome work you guys, well done. I'll see you soon, take care.